Okay, so hello everyone. Today I'll be going through the complete application that we have developed, which is named as ContribOS, which is basically a place where like you can learn alongside contributing open source to the community. So like we have multiple steps. The first step is your onboarding step, where like you will connect your GitHub profile. You will answer some questions on which will calibrate you and your skills, and will give you a tier. So like we have different tiers for different skills and different experience levels. Like if you are very naive, we won't be giving you like very tough issues to solve, but like will match you accordingly to the issues that are currently relevant to you, and based on the progress that you have made in the platform, we'll just try to upgrade your tier based on that. So like the step 2 is your matching, where like whatever tier you are getting will just show you all the issues on which you can either claim them, or you can either neglect them for the other users. Once you have like accepted those, you'll have an agent where like agent will try to fix it. It will give you a brief summary. You can basically review it yourself. You will ask some questions regarding the PR that has been created, so that you also learn what is the current approach that we have created. And the last step would be creating a PR, either as an draft or as an ready for publish. So like the initial button that you need to go through is this sign in with GitHub, which will directly ask you for a GitHub access. And like once you allowed all of that, you'll be redirected to this page where like you'll be asked for different tech stack on which you are working. You can add any like you can custom type any other. For goals, you can choose any one of those. I'll just pick up the build portfolio for jobs. The time budget is like how much you are into GitHub and open source community. So like if you are contributing 8 plus hours per week, you can select this, or like there are multiple other options. uh, Also on the calibration page, we'll have different options like what is your familiarity with code bases, like how do you read them, are you an active maintainer, new contributor, occasionally contributes, or a regular contributor. Let me select the active one. The fix intent, which type of fixes do you want to pick? Either those should be minimal fixes, the correct and complete, or like the full understanding refactor. So like do you want the docs also in the fix, or like you just want them to fix and complete the process? Or additionally, you can give different context to the AI agent regarding yourself. And the get tier button will basically give your account an age, your repos will be fetched, your languages will be fetched, and based on those will give you a score and a tier on which you can pick the problems. And once you complete onboard, you'll just be on this particular screen, which is your dashboard. Here you'll see different options. Let me just go through the admin one first. So at the last we have schedulers. So like these are all the cron jobs that are being run in the system, right? So basically we have different ecosystem which are like TypeScript, Rust, Go, and all of these. There are some hard-coded ones, and also like once the user gets enrolled, user user's preference, or like the user's ecosystem that they have put, those are dynamically added, and the repos according to those are fetched. So the cron job for that is discover repositories. Once this is run, it will discover different repositories, and once the repositories are being fetched, those comes under the repository section, where the admin will have the uh, option to like either approve or reject a particular repository. This means like either we wanted to add a particular repository to our database and wanted to solve issues regarding that, or like we wanted to neglect them. If you will approve those will come under here in this section. And if you will go to scheduler again, you'll see this sync all approved repos. What does this does is it basically fetches all the issues with all the repos that are being discovered and approved. So you can see total repos here are 171. The total issues are these much: issues absorted, issues closed, and like all of these details. So like once this is done, we'll have all the issues listed, and those issues will be in navigation section of issues. So like these are all the issues among the repos that we have, that the admin have approved. Each issue is given a tier. So like every tier, if you are like in tier 3, you can solve problems from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. It is an increasing order only. So like uh, whatever your tier is, based on those tier, you can solve either less than or greater than equals to that particular tier, right? So what you can do is, you can, if you wanted to basically claim any issue, what you need to do is you need to go to that issue. You need to give like what is your familiarity with the code base. If you know something about this code base, you can write it over here, or like the first time contribution, as I am like very not familiar with this code base. What is my fix intent? I wanted to fix this. I'll just write whatever the fix I wanted to do in order to solve this. So as of now, I'll just copy paste the same thing, and any additional context, if we are aware of this particular issue and we wanted that the context should be properly given to the AI, we can write it down and claim that particular issue. Once we have claimed that issue, that will come under dashboard section inside your claimed issue. So like this is the particular issue that we have just claimed. For the run agent, we have different providers. For built-in providers, you can configure the API keys from the environment. So like all these will be built in then. Other than that, you can have your custom providers, where like you can add different providers, give them a name, their base URI, API key, and the model. Other than that, you can also have the agent provider, which is like you can add different agents. You can add the agent card and the API key if there are any, or these will be like then used as the provider to basically solve those issues. Currently I have the custom provider, which I have marked as default, and this particular tick button test is the connection, like whether this particular API is working fine or not. So let it get finished. So it has given me connection successful. So what I will do is, I'll go to my dashboard, I'll run this agent, and this job is queued, where like the agent is trying to go through the repo. It is finding the correct fix for that particular issue that we have sent it to him, and let it finish. In the meantime, let us go to the credit system, where like there are different jobs on which like your credits are being deducted. So like we have different plans over here, which we can like which we can use, but as an admin, like as this repo is particularly currently like open source, so what an admin can do is, on users, they can uh, basically increase the amount of credits that the users want, and they can use them accordingly. Or like you can give your different uh, API keys and integrate your plan accordingly. As of now, as it is open source, so you can particularly give yourself some credits to work on it. So if I'll go to the dashboard, see, it is asking that the coding part is done, the review and approve part is remaining. So what I'll do is, I'll just click on it, and it has given me the changes that it has done. So if I find these changes correct, I'll just mark it as like I'm aligned with it. So I'll just do continue to questions, and based on those particular changes, it has given me some of the questions to answer. So like, what is the one line fix? So the one line fix would be passing the props. So like I'll just type in passing pop-up props, right? And there is another question which says which specific property is being added in the select. So the correct option is C. And the third question is, does this change modify the option props directly passed into the select component? If you find it yes, and you can choose yes. If no, then no. I'll just choose yes as of now. Explain how adding the select custom component is intended to fix the issue. So I'll just type in what I think based on the fix that the AI has done. So if I'll just write it solves by adding the class that is passed via props. So why this comprehensive check is important is because once like we cannot blindly do the PR submission. So after every change you will need to solve these particular questions, and if you need actually 70% to pass, and only one retry is allowed. Other than that you will be thrown back, and a new set of questions will arise. So if I think like my questions are right and my understanding of the review is right, I can submit and continue. My score is 67, which is below 70%. So like I have done something wrong here. So I'll just uh, to increase set index. Uh, See, my score is again 67, and which is among the which is like uh, less than 70%. So I'm being thrown to this particular screen where I can again review and approve. I have this class, right, and I can continue to questions where like I can pass on different set of I can type like the solutions to those pop-up are sent to ensure set index, right, and I can submit and continue. So comprehensive passed with 100% accuracy. So like I can finally draft a PR. I can either mark it as review, or I can either do it as draft. So I can also give a title and description, or I can leave it. Once I have leaved, like it will directly create a fix, and then this particular title. So like it will create automatically the heading and description of the PR. Only thing that is required now is to submit PR. Once you click it, it tries to connect to GitHub and basically push your PR to there. PR has been created, so I can view that particular PR. So see, this particular thing was the thing that we are trying to fix, and we have only used this pop-up props, which is kind of correct and was the only thing that was giving us some issues, right? So yeah, we'll wait for this PR. And also like once the PR is submitted, I can remove that particular PR from our claimed, and we also have this particular PR. We can also review this. So this was done via a very low level model. Like it was done by basically Gemini 2.5 Flash, and also wasn't having much context, and I don't think this particular change is correct. So what I'll do is I'll just reject the same. So what the status now indicates is that the particular job has been rejected, and I can run the agent again, and if I find that correct, I'll follow the same process, and the PR will be generated in the same way, right? And then if I'll go to the PR section, I'll have this PRs that are being generated from by me, and what I can do is I can either check new maintainer feedback, like whatever feedback they have given to my repo, to my PR. I can check that. I can go to that particular PR and see like what all issues are there, if I wanted to fix any. Right, we also have this profile section where I can change my tech stack and language if I wanted to opt for any other thing, like any other language issues I wanted to pick and solve. So like I can pick it from here and I can save, and then I can basically get the issues from here. So like this is the complete application that we have built. What is the main purpose of building it? It is basically supporting the open source community and also trying to use AI as an assistant to basically fulfill the gap between like not to randomly just create PRs and do coding. Instead, like you can use agent as a learning step to like continue a journey in open source, and also in the meantime you will be drafting quality PRs alongside learning with those PRs, and that can eventually help you to become a better open source contributor and also as a developer. So like I hope you all like this platform, and hoping to uh, get a lot of feedback from you guys to ensure the smooth process and working of this application. Thank you.